Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the video series where I am providing a high-level overview of the textbook, Understanding Construction Drawings. This video is about Unit 7, and that's elevations, and this is the 7th chapter of Part 1. So, what is important to understand here is that the building elevations are often the best drawings for a quick picture of what the finished building will look like, because architects have that imagination. They can already see how the building is going to look like, but the owner sometimes for the owner or the owner's rep or other stakeholders, it's difficult to imagine. So usually elevations are really good representation, and they convey a lot of useful information as well about the construction of the building, such as fenestration or wall windows and doors and other openings, or cladding or any type of finished materials, or maybe some architectural details such as columns and pilasters and some decorative trim and other things. So one requirement sometimes found in zoning ordinances is a limit on the overall height of a building. So, and this is actually elevations is where we can see the overall height. Um, and if there is any like floor to area ratio requirement from the authority having jurisdiction, that this is where we need to follow that. So as far as the elevations go, we know that a set of working drawings usually includes an elevation of each of the four sides of the building. For the most part, it's four sides of the building, but if the building is like an octagon or a hexagon, or there are multiple variations and some like inner sides of the building, of course, there'll be more elevations, but in general, there are just four. And usually they are like north, south, west, and east. So that's how that is referred to. Or sometimes it goes like a front elevation, rear elevation, left side, and right side. So there are different variations, and you can see like northeast or northwest, depending on the building orientation. So please refer to the images here. You can see how that is represented here. And uh, also there is like the comparison of the elevation and the plan. And sometimes it's really difficult to just imagine the elevation if you don't see the plan. So it's usually good practice just to, have them side by side and kind of like draw the lines and see how that is going to look on the outside. Labeling elevations according to compass directions is not always possible. So, and that's why when drawings are prepared to be sold through a catalog, like for example, if it's a developer trying to sell the house that is not custom made, that's just the general cookie cutter house, then they do not include the compass directions there, because those houses will be located on different sites, so that doesn't make sense. And that this is when they refer to as like front elevation and rear elevation and so on. um, Another green note here, I highly recommend to get familiar with that, because that's the sustainability practice here. So also what else is important here when we talk about the elevations is the information on building elevations. So what we can find there? We can find the general height, like the top of truss, and then we can find the bottom of the footing. So that will be like the total height, and um, also like if the underground portion is shown, and also the surface of the ground, when it's shown by heavy solid lines, and it's called the grade line. And the grade line might include one or more nodes to indicate the elevation above sea level or another reference point. Elevation used in this sense is altitude or height, not a type of drawing. So also, what is important to understand about the dimensions here. Usually what is included is the thickness of the footing, height of foundation walls, top of foundation to finished first floor, then finished floor to ceiling or top of plate, then finished floor to bottom of window headers, roof overhang at eaves, and so on. So also, you can usually see if there is like a complex cladding. For example, if you would like to lay out the brick pattern, elevation is the best place to show that. Like you can mention that in the specification, like if it's a herringbone or like Flemish bone, or English bond or something like that. But when you want to graphically represent that, that is the best place. So elevations are the right place for that. And that was basically it for Unit 7. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in Unit 8, and that is sections and details. Thank you.